of education. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. The world requires a change. Dear friends, the basic purpose of all the religion is to safeguard the interest and promote the unity of the human race and to foster the spirit of love and fellowship amongst men. That is the basic purpose of all the religions. No religion teaches anything other than the unity of mankind, love of mankind, and friendship of mankind. That is the basic purpose of all the religion, is to safeguard the interest and promote the unity of the human race and to foster the spirit of love and fellowship amongst men. And then, this is all revelation is progressive. God reveals His words progressively and cyclically over a time through a series of divine teachers, and the teachings are tailored to suit the needs of different ages and places of their appearance. Moreover, all these holy books, all the revealed books of God, all these messages which have come from one Allah, one God, all these messengers who have brought the messages from one Allah, one God, these messages are unerring. These books are unerring. All the revealed books of God are unerring and collected wisdom that are sent by one God as required from age to age to open the mental locks of mankind and to cure the maladies of the age. So all these messages, whether it is Bhagavad Gita or Holy Quran or Guru Granth Sahib or Bible, Holy Bible or Tripatak or Bhagavad Gita, they are unerring. There is no mistake in it. If all the people of the world, if all the learned people of the world combine together once to find out a mistake, or they want to add a word or even comma or full stop in Holy Quran or Bible or Guru Granth Sahib or Tripatak or Kitab Ekdas or Bhagavad Gita, they cannot. Because these are not words of these manifestations of God. They are not the words of the messengers. They are the word of Allah, God. They are the words of Rabb. They are the words of God. God is only, the word of God is only unerring. A man can commit a mistake. Even if the manifestation of God have said something, there may be a mistake because he was born and he died. All the divine educators were born and they died. Krishna was born as a man, he died. Buddha was born as a man, he died. Jesus was born as a man, he died. Muhammad was born as a man, he died. Nanak was born as a man, he died. Baha'u'llah was born as a man, he died. So the Zoroaster, Moses, Abraham, Mahavir, all these people were born, all these manifestations of God were born, all these messengers of God were born and they died. So these are not the messages from these divine educators. These are the messages of God. Krishna, this book, Bhagavad Gita, is not the book of Krishna. There is no name in Krishna. It is Bhagavad Gita. Nowhere it is mentioned these are the words of Krishna. Unfortunately, the people think out of ignorance these are the words of Krishna. Unfortunately, they think it is the word of Buddha. Buddha was sitting beneath the tree in search of knowledge. And he was sitting there for many, many years. Ultimately, he got the enlightenment. Where from? Some unknown source. That unknown source is called the Creator, you may call him. You may call him Allah. You may call him any name, because names are given by us. God has never taken birth. He has no father, no mother. He has no name. When the child is born, only then the names are kept by the fathers or mothers. But he has no mother, father. He is self-created. He has no name. But then the people, when came to this earth, they realized there is some power behind sun and the moon and the sky and the air and the water and everything. There is somebody must be there. And then to worship him, they kept the name. English knowing people kept his name as God. Arabic knowing people kept his name as Rabb or Rabbul Alameen. Muslim, that Urdu knowing people kept his name as Allah. Hindi knowing people kept his name as Bhagavan, Ishwar, Paramatma. And likewise German, French, Russian, Spanish. There are hundreds and thousands of languages. In every language, the people have kept a name of God. But He is the same. He is not different. He is one God. So dear friends, why people are fighting in the name of religion? It is all ignorance. What is the reason? The school has become the cause of reason. Everything is boils down to the school. Because the school has become just a place of teaching mathematics, physics, chemistry, zoology, botany. Yes, of course it is important. Because child has to be prepared for life. He has to earn his livelihood. For that it is important. He should be ahead of his class through hard work and true merit. Let every child strain every nerve to acquire both inner and outer perfections, for the fruit of human tree has ever been and will ever be perfections both within and without. It is not desirable that a man be left alone without knowledge or skills, for he then were a barren tree. Therefore, so much as your capacity and capability allow, you must deck the tree of a being with the fruits such as knowledge, wisdom, spiritual perception, and eloquent speech. What is education? Education is a continuous and a creative process. Its aim is to develop the capacities which are latent in human nature and to coordinate their expression for the enrichment and progress of society by equipping children with material, human and divine knowledge. What is true education? True education, religious capacities which are hidden in the nature of a child. It is not filling the bucket. It is not the garbage collection center or an information collector center. You put the information and child vomits in the examination copy, he gets the mark and he has got knowledge. No. This is not knowledge. It is bringing out something which is hidden. Edison brought the bulb from his mind. It was hidden. Graham Bell brought the concept of telephone. So all these things that we saw all around, camera, TV, car, aeroplane, ship or train or metro or whatever we see, or watch or anything, all this has come from the mind of man. The man is a mind rich in gems of inestimable value. Education can alone cause it to reveal its treasure and enable mankind to benefit therefrom. The man is a mind. All the capacities are hidden in the nature of man. So true education releases those capacities, develops analytical abilities, confidence in oneself, willpower and goal-setting competencies, instills the vision that will enable him to become a self-motivated agent of social transformation. Dear friends, a child has 3 classrooms. Classroom number 1 is the home. Classroom number 2 is the school or the university. Classroom number 3 is the society. Now, these are the 3 classrooms of a child. I take home. Home. In home, the family that prays together stays together. You know, the mother, the father, the brother and sister, they are all praying together. In this home, this is the 21st century home. In this 21st century, we want to make a home like this, where Gita is also recited, Quran is also there, Bible is also there, Guru Granth Sahib is also there. This home is blessed by God and by all the manifestations of God, all the divine educators, or you may call them the messengers of God. They are the messengers. They brought the messages of God. These are the messages of one God. All these books are the message of one God. All these books are for each one of us. Everybody on this earth must know about these teachings. All these teachings have come from one Allah, one God. They are all from one. And then classroom number 2 or the school or university. It is the secondary source of empowerment. What is a school? A school or university is the lighthouse of society to provide meaningful education, spiritual direction, guidance and leadership to students, their parents and the society in general. Well, education must go on the classes, but at the same time, prayer is also very, very important. Teach our children both education as well as prayer. Knowledge, wisdom, spiritual perception and eloquent speech universal values, global understanding, service to the world and excellence in all things. We need to give these qualities to our children.
And so, in the microcosm of the city of Lucknow, Dr. Jagdish Gandhi started City Montessori School in 1959, a non-profit organization that was set up as a laboratory to create world-minded and socially conscious citizens who would work for the welfare of humanity and its unity. Plato had said, "It is the idea that moves the world." Goethe says, "Life is action." The story of Dr. Jagdish Gandhi's life is refreshingly vibrant that encourages one to take charge, regenerate and renew. The concept of karma was introduced to him by his uncle Sri Prabhu Dayalji, who inculcated in him hope and to dream of a world where there will be Satyug, the divine civilization. His father took him to village temple where religious discourses and discussions took place, and his pious mother ingrained in him the value of complete connect with God at all times. Greatly influenced by Mahatma Gandhi, young Jagdish found not only the peaceful narrative of serving society, but also the burning fervor of resolution in the great man. He could fathom the power of the slogan of Jai Jagat or Hail the World, coined by the Mahatma and Acharya Vinoba Bhave to reform and restructure global society. He laid the foundation of a school where value of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or Earth is but one country and mankind its citizens, is being nurtured through unique CMS broader, bolder education model for the 21st century, an education capable of saving humanity that draws heavily from the teachings of Baha'u'llah that says, among the greatest of all the great services that can possibly be rendered by a man to Almighty God is the meaningful spiritual education of children, building their character and inculcating in their tender hearts the love of God. He always felt that education is not filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. The school has educated students to respect the values of tolerance and has been actively working to construct the defenses of peace in the minds of students, parents, and public. In recognition of this remarkable achievement, the school was awarded the 2002 UNESCO Prize for Peace Education. The school that began with 5 children and a borrowed capital of $10 in 1959 today has over 56,000 students, a Guinness World Record for being the largest school by pupils. He still works, sleeps, eats and entertains visitors in 12 by 14 square feet room where he first began his mission. All his personal belongings can fit into a suitcase. Dr. Gandhi, who has maximized expenses on his vision and minimized his personal needs, by religion he is Baha'i. By way of personal wealth, he has none. His fervent admirer and follower, his wife, Dr. Bharati Gandhi, he is supported in his vision by his principals from 18 CMS campuses, 2,000 teachers and 1,000 other workers of CMS. The De Rosio Award winner in the 20th century, the recognition of outstanding service to education and human enrichment, Dr. Gandhi argues, as universe is governed by laws of nature, humanity should also be governed by one law, and thus pioneered the idea of World Judiciary Summit. He constituted the World Unity Education Department to organize the international conferences of Chief Justices of the world since the turn of the century, with the recently concluded 19th International Conference of Chief Justices of the World on Article 51 of the Constitution of India. Staunch believer of Mahatma Gandhi's path of non-violence, Dr. Jagdish Gandhi's life has been governed by the saying of, "Let us not curse the darkness. Instead, light a candle." Member of the World Peace Prayer Society and a firm believer in the Japanese Kaizen theory of continuous improvement, Dr. Gandhi introduced the concept of quality control circles in education and is the founder chairman of the World Council for Total Quality and Excellence in Education. For bringing in this visionary concept in education, he was honored with the key to the city of Georgetown, USA. This crusader for unity and peace, Dr. Jagdish Gandhi, has a class of his own, working on a thesis. True education releases capacities, develops analytical abilities, confidence in oneself, willpower, goal-setting competency, and instills the vision that will enable oneself to become a self-motivated agent of social transformation, serving for the best interest of the community. For nearly 6 decades now, in a real laboratory of a school called CMS and its community focusing on real-time subjects in globalism, universal brotherhood, and world unity and peace, Dr. Gandhi has earned 5 honorary doctorate degrees, namely Honorary Doctorate Degree in Education in 2009 by Bashkir State Pedagogical University, Ufa, Russia, Honorary Doctorate Degree in Law bestowed by the University of Concepción del Uruguay, Republic of Argentina in 2012. In the same year, another honorary doctorate degree in law given by the University of Mendoza, Republic of Argentina. Honorary doctorate degree by Inca Garcilaso University in Peru in 2014. An honorary doctorate degree by the National University of Mongolia in 2015. Lifetime Achievement Award by the Education World magazine in 2017. The prestigious Gusi Peace Prize in Manila, Philippines in 2011. The award, also known as the Asian Nobel Prize, is given to achievers of the world. And Soaring Above the Rest Award by the Council for the Indian School Certificate Examination, New Delhi, for his invaluable contribution to peace through education in 2014. Who could have imagined that a frail, bashful boy born in one of thousands of remote, poverty-stricken, backward villages of the state of pre-independent Uttar Pradesh in these past 60 years would have been able to create a wonderful experiment of immense value to educators worldwide, a story which has received global recognition, a story worth understanding by policymakers and schools worldwide.
May CMS fragrance fill the sky, and its name endure forever and I. May its founders' ideals inspire, to strive, to seek, to ever aspire. May we uphold the good and fair in all that we do and dare. At home, at school, at play, in actions of the day. School is a temple of learning, where knowledge and wisdom rules, where we become the changes we dream of, our most beloved school. Our lessons are of peace and love, our anchor is of spiritual Jagat. Our vision is of world unity, unique in the annals of education. Our founder is a one of a kind. We are the light of the world, and CMS, the hope of mankind. May CMS fragrance fill the sky, and its name endure forever and ever. May its founders' ideals inspire, to strive, to seek, to ever aspire. May we uphold the good and fair in all that we do and dare. At home, at school, at play, in actions of the day. At home, at school, at play, in actions of the day.
Dr. Jagdish Gandhi, a believer of Baha'i faith which expounds and advocates the concept of Earth is but one country and mankind its citizens, said,
And ambassadors of several countries, and we are very honored to welcome each one of you to this conference of the 19th International Conference of Chief Justices of the World, which we are organizing on Article 51 of the Constitution of India. You must be knowing the Article 51 says the state shall endeavour to promote international peace and security, B. maintain just and honourable relations between nations, C. foster respect for international law, and D. encourage settlement of international disputes by arbitration. So this is the conference being organized to safeguard the future of the world's over 2.5 billion children, whose future has become progressively more insecure and unprotected during past 70 decades since the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki and the recent spread of international terrorism, global warming, environmental degradation, stockpiling of arms and ammunition, and ever-increasing expenditure on military research, fear of a third world war and a nuclear holocaust, which doesn't seem to be very far. So now the time has come to safeguard the future of our children. The world has to be united.
The proponent of peace and practitioner of peaceful methods to the political or socio-economic challenges, father of the nation Mahatma Gandhi rests in peace at the Rajghat in Delhi. Eminent guests paid their respect to this great man who said, "The future peace, security and ordered progress of the world demand a world federation of free nations, and on no other basis can the problems of the modern world be solved." The business of the 19th International Conference of Chief Justices of the World was set in motion with the first session of the conference graced by the chief guest, Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman, Union Defence Minister, Government of India. The theme of the session, 19th International Conference of the Chief Justices of the World on Article 51 of the Constitution of India and International Media Conference on Curbing Gender Violence, Role of Media, Judiciary, School and the Government.
It's a pleasure to introduce Most Honorable Chief Guest, Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman, the Defence Minister of India. We are extremely thankful to Honorable Mrs. Sitharaman ji for kindly accepting our request to be the chief guest of this first session of the 19th International Conference of Chief Justices of the World.
Excerpts of speeches from our eminent speakers, Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman, Union Defence Minister.
A grateful thanks to Dr. Jagdish Gandhi for having given me this opportunity to be with you all today. This is not the first time Dr. Gandhi is holding a meeting of this kind. He seems to have struck the right chord in talking about issues in which globally there's unanimity, in which globally no country can sound differently. Our women and children need all the attention. And constitutionally, most countries have embedded such a thought to ensure that women and children get their due place under any government. And in order to achieve that noble embedded thought from each of our constitution, Dr. Gandhi, through his school, has come to the rescue of all of us who talk each from our own terrain, each in our own domain, but to come together and be able to see what best we can do to take this thought forward, and just not the thought forward, but also to put something in action. And putting something in action commences with building the awareness on it, identifying issues, and making sure the gaps are filled with due legislative and other actions.
Chief Justices, judges, heads of states, speakers of parliaments, ambassadors, legal luminaries and world unity promoters were hosted to a grand reception and high tea at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, the presidential abode.
I am thankful to His Excellency the President of India, Shri Ramnath Kovind, for inviting you all for this reception as well as tea.
शिक्षात्मक सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम एवं चिंतन हेतु विश्व एकता सत्संग में आप सभी सपरिवार सादर आमंत्रित हैं।